Assalamualaikum. Let me say something first. I was never broke. Alhamdulillah, Allah protected me from that. After my divorce, I had cushion. My investments did well. I had a stable income. I could stay in an upgraded home. I could drive a fast car. From the outside, I looked like I was winning. But inside, I was spending too much. Not because I was in debt, but because I was trying to reinvent myself. I didn't wake up one day in crisis. It was slow. 2 to 3 years. I saw my money getting lesser and lesser. Not dramatic, just a slow leak. And I realized something very uncomfortable. If I continue like this, I will never own my own place. I will always rent. And for me, that hit. Because I want a home I can call mine. Not a lifestyle that looks good on social media. So I stepped back. No panic, just logic. One day I asked myself, dude, what are you doing? After divorce, I never really pampered myself before. When I was married, almost everything went to family. So suddenly, I had freedom. And I used it. Expensive perfumes, new clothes, going out, meeting people. I felt like a stud. But I was lonely. Very lonely. That's the part people don't see. You can feel like a king outside and empty inside. Here's the dangerous part. When a man has cushion, he thinks he is safe. But comfort can bleed you slowly. I wasn't embarrassed to check my bank account. I'm responsible. I pay my bills immediately. But I knew if I don't control this, I'm being stupid. Not sinful, not immoral, just stupid. So what did I cut first? Small things. Disney Plus, online subscriptions, gym membership upgrades. Then I downgraded the car. From sports car to sedan. Then from condo to a normal housing estate. And here is what I realized. Condo is ego. Maintenance fees are ego tax. Security, it has been breached many times. Space, smaller than where I stay now. Sometimes you're not paying for comfort. You are paying for validation. And after divorce, validation is addictive. Sometimes you are not upgrading your life. You are upgrading your ego. Now, let me be clear. I was not drowning in debt. Alhamdulillah, I hate debt. I avoid riba. No car loan. Nothing else. But I know what debt feels like mentally. Because even the thought of it feels heavy. And many men watching this, you are not in a slow bleed. You are in crisis. So let me speak to you directly. If you are in debt, you cannot afford ego. If you are bleeding money, you cannot afford lifestyle. When I realized my spending was too much, I did not negotiate with myself. I used system. I have used the same budgeting app for 5 to 6 years now. Never changed. Because discipline loves boring tools. My categories were simple. Personal, my child, groceries, transport, bills, investment. Everything must fit. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't happen. Simple. And yes, I compare sometimes. I see other men ahead financially. It hits, but I remind myself, comparison steals happiness. Then I look below. I remember where I came from. Allah gave me position. Allah can take it anytime. So my job is not to flex. My job is to be responsible. Money is not a status symbol. It is an amanah. Now, let's go deeper. Because after divorce, it's not just money. It's barakah. You start thinking, why is my life like this? Is Allah punishing me? Is this a test? Let me tell you how I process it. I never felt like Allah abandoned me. If anything, I felt protected. Maybe He was burning my past sins faster. Maybe He was testing my ego. Maybe He was reminding me who is in control. So I did what I could control. I give more, even when it hurt. There was one time I sponsored an orphan from another country. I told myself, if I lost a family, I will help someone else build a better one. It didn't remove the pain. I was still licking my wounds. But internally, it felt clean. Like I was not shrinking. Like I was expanding. I don't rely on many complicated du'as, but this one, a powerful prophetic prayer that I repeat often. O Allah, I seek relief in you from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness, miserliness and cowardliness, the burden of debts, and from being overpowered by men. This is for protection from anxiety, from laziness, from debt, from being overpowered. Because debt doesn't just take money, it takes dignity. And here's what changed first in my life. Not my bank account. It's my mindset, structure, system, clarity. When the mind stabilizes, money flows. But if the mind is chaotic, even $1 million can disappear. Barakah is not magic. It is what happens when your money, your habits, and your ego are cleaned. If you are in crisis right now, stop trying to look strong. Look structured. If you are bleeding slowly, don't wait for disaster. Downgrade before life downgrades you. If you feel empty but rich, fix your heart before you fix your portfolio. And if your mind is spiraling, download the Muslim Man Rebuild Playbook, the 30-minute comeback protocol. It's not hype, it is structure. You don't need motivation, you need lockdown. Subscribe to the Maverick Mountain if you are rebuilding quietly. And comment, align if you are choosing system over ego.